Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our third and last webinar session in this series about e-signing. And today's webinar is about how to gain full efficiency with e-signing. We hope that you had a chance to view the first two sessions in this series. If not, we have recorded them and you will have access to all three while registering to this one or one of the others. So once again, we want to welcome you warmly to the last session in this mini-series about e-signing that we're doing together with Scribe. And thank you very much for taking your time here with us today. Before we start, I would like to address some technical remarks, and we can just wait a minute for people to dial in. As you may have noticed, you are muted, and this is to prevent to have disturbing sounds in the background that may occur. But we encourage you to ask questions, so feel free to use the box in front of you and type questions during this whole session. We will address them later on in the Q&A session. So I think it's time to introduce us, and I will start. So my name is Nelia Chelius, and I'm located in Stockholm in Sweden. I work as a BDR at Cloudity, so I work with business development in the Nordics. And today I will be one of the hosts from Cloudity here today. Also, I have my dear colleague Michael here too, located in Warsaw. So please say some words about you.
Hello, folks. My name is Michał Michnik, and I'm a business consultant in our Warsaw office in Cloudity. I'm part of the delivery team, so my role is to design and create and implement solutions, Salesforce solutions into your companies.
All right, thanks, Michael. So 2 weeks ago, we had the first session, the 2nd of June, which was the introduction session. We were covering the definition of e-signing, how it works, Salesforce role in this, and we also had Ivan from Scribe here, and he went through some success stories and market trends. And last week, last Tuesday on the 9th of June, we had our second session where we talked about Scribe package download and installation. We were setting up a new account. We had some basic configuration and new templates. And Michael also showed us how to send our first documents. So for this week, let's move on to today's agenda and the topics that we will touch upon today. So we will start with a short introduction this time, and then Michael will show you a step-by-step guide to create the first process templates in order to automate the document flow within your company. Michael will then show you custom settings of the Scribe app and explain the advanced and custom configuration options. And then we will go through user management and the possibility to add users from Salesforce to Scribe. And finally, we will have the Q&A session. And we had some questions last week that we didn't have time to cover, so we will cover them today, hopefully. So let's start with some introduction about a short introduction about us. So Cloudity, who are we? We are a Salesforce Platinum consulting partner. So we are originally a Polish company, but today we have 3 offices. So we have one office in Warsaw, one in Stockholm, where I'm located, and then one in Germany, in Berlin. So what does it mean to be a platinum partner? It means that we help companies to use the best of Salesforce, and we do that by sitting down with customers and listening to their needs, goals, and challenges, and we help them to fulfill those goals and work more efficiently and eliminate unnecessary processes. So we help companies find the right solution, we implement it, and we tailor make it after that company's special business model and needs. We've been doing this for 6 years and over 350 completed implementations so far in over 25 countries. Today we are about 140 people on board, and all our employees are certified Salesforce specialists within all clouds and applications. And we give advice on everything from where to start and how. And we work also with change management to ensure the high system adoption. So I will say some very quick words about Salesforce as well. We move slide there. Yes, thank you. So you might have heard about Salesforce being the world's leading cloud-based CRM software, and it offers this whole ecosystem for you to view your customer from all angles, and it's designed for all industries, business models, and sizes, I would say. It's been on the market since the late 90s, and it's known for being highly customizable, helping companies to grow into more streamlined, effective, and efficient organizations across all spaces. So where you can sell, provide service, market, collaborate, and work with get to know your customers and build apps on the single platform. So if Salesforce is the platform provider that provides the updates and the vision and the security, then we are the consulting partner. So we do the implementations, we work with digital advisory, and we work with change management to ensure the high system adoption. I also want to say some words before we move on about Scribe. Scribe is our partner we are doing this series together with. So Scribe was founded in 2010 and quickly became the market leader in the Nordic region in electronic e-signing solutions. So today they have customers over 30 countries, and they're known as being an innovator in workflow automation that requires electronic signing and digital identity authentication. I think that was all from the introduction. So Michael, feel free to move on to the next step.
Thank you, Nelly. Okay, so it's time to consider our knowledge path and what we know from the last sessions and what we are going to do today. And as I noticed, recent weeks have been very good for us to learn and develop our knowledge of Scribe, Salesforce, and eSigning as a way to effectively tackle excess of paperwork. And as Nelly already said, during the first session, we had the opportunity to learn together more about e-signing concept. And then during the second session, I showed you in details how to start your journey with Scribe and Salesforce. And today, we are going to talk about more advanced functionalities, and it will take this 45 minutes to explain more about advanced documents creation, about automations and process templates. I will show you exactly how to create one-click experience. So you as a business users, people working with documents on daily basis, you will have this opportunity to send documents just by this one click on, for example, on opportunity page in Salesforce. So as this is our last straight of e-learning trail, I would like to tell you more about user management and reports and dashboards you already have after installing application. And what's also very important, I would like to encourage you to practice, to start using Scribe and Salesforce after these 3 sessions. Of course, all recordings from each of them are available on our website, so you can always get back to the knowledge we already shared with you and go, for example, through installation process step by step. Okay, so now let's move to live demo. And to do this, we need to log into our Salesforce, as you can see, and our Scribe website. So first part is regarding creating process templates. And before that, I have to explain you what the process template is and how it works. So I think this functionality is the essence of the solution presented during the last 3 weeks. and it translates into the greatest saving of time and increase of efficiency of your work. And Scribe process templates give you the ability to fully automate the process of creating a Scribe document. So making use of process templates can fully standardize the document sending, so your users have nothing more but to click a single button to generate a Scribe document. It's the process templates. So the Scribe process template predefines all the required inputs to create a Scribe document ready to be sent. And once the Scribe process template is fully set, Scribe process template ID and source record ID, for example, business opportunity, are sufficient enough to create and send ready Scribe document. And to create it, we will use a dynamic template, which we will first create on the Scribe website and make it available in Salesforce resources. During the last session, I showed you how manually you can create your documents, the basic ones, and now we will create something a little bit more advanced. So we will use dynamic fields and, for example, signature boxes. So your signatory parties will have opportunity to sign the document with handwritten option. So first of all, we have to log in on our Scribe website. And after logging in, we will see the screen like this one. And first thing to do is to upload our PDF. For the purpose of this webinar, I created example of terms and conditions because, as you probably know, usually working with customers, one of the first things you have to do is to send standard terms and conditions, so the potential client, customer will know what are the conditions of our cooperation. So we have to click select PDF and choose the right one. I prepared example terms and conditions. After it's uploaded here, we will see all the document with all needed pages, and in this panel above, we can add parties. And as it will be only a template, we don't have to specify exactly who will be the party. We just have to specify how many parties we need. And as it will be a little bit more advanced trail, I would like to show you possibility of adding 3 different signatory parties. So let's click Add Party and just leave this slide in this way and move to Place Fields. In Place Fields, we have different types of fields we can use. We can, for example, we can add text field, which will be probably used for comments regarding terms and conditions. We can give this opportunity for our customers that they can leave their comment, thoughts about these terms in the special box right here, for example. Okay, but let's focus on signature boxes. So you have to drag the signature box right here on the document, and you can specify which party it will be. As I'm the owner of this Scribe account, I'm in default as one of the parties. So I've just added one signature box. Now I can drag more signature boxes, one per each signatory party. We can align them to each other, so it will be a little bit more professional. And now I need to specify who is going to be a signatory party. So just click on the box and choose party 2 or party 3. Now let's choose party 3, close, and close. And in this point of our webinar, I would like to tell you also about a cool functionality called Anchor. So we can define exact position of the signature box in reference to some phrases in our document. So if we have standard document which probably ends with the description of signatory party, we can search for this phrase, for this standard phrase, type occurrence index. So which of these words should be the one to which we are referencing. So if we have, for example, phrase signatory party in our document 12 times, and we would like to put our signature box in some exact position to the last one, we have to add occurrence index, for example, 12, and here we have to type a phrase for which we are searching, for example, signatory party or just party. And then we have to click save, and we will be sure that even though that probably in future we can overwrite our document, these dynamic fields will stay with our template. Okay, so when we have defined our signature boxes, we can go to other settings, and other settings are as the following. So we can specify document name. We can, for example, here we don't need example prefix. We need just terms and conditions. We can define, for example, signing deadline. So we want our customer, for example, to sign those terms and conditions in 14 days, and I would like to send them a reminder in 7 days. Here we can also add invitation message or confirmation message. I will show you how it works. For example, hello, please sign the document. And on the preview, you will see that when our customer will receive invitation to signing the document on his or her mailbox, he or she will see this message just right here. Okay, so with these settings, we can agree that we already finished and save our template on Scribe website. So just by clicking Save as Template. Okay, we see the confirmation that our document has been saved as a template, and now we would like to share this template with our Salesforce instance. So to do this, we need to go back to eArchive, Templates tab, and we see that we have one new template called Terms and Conditions, which is not shared yet. We have to click here on the checkbox and click Share. Confirm. And now we can see that our document is shared with your organization, so it will be visible in our Salesforce. Okay, so when we are ready with this part, we have our dynamic terms and conditions document. We can go to the to the Salesforce, and in our Salesforce system, as I described during the last session, we have a lot of different functionalities, and of course our homepage with dashboards, with today's events component, today's tasks, and recent records. So all you need is here, and it's available to use by a Salesforce user. Okay, so now let's create scribe process template. And to do this, we have to go to Scribe Process Templates tab. Now, next step is to click New. And let's specify all the details regarding this process. So Scribe Process Template name will be, for example, send terms. It will be based on opportunity object, because we want to send our terms and condition regarding a certain deal, not, for example, account or contract, and click next. Okay, here we have to choose source document type. It will be scribe document template, which we already created. It will be terms and conditions. As you remember from the last session, we have also standard agreement template. And we don't want to override a source document with anything else. Let's go next. We can choose a static language definition, language English, and let's add here that signing deadline is 14 days, reminder in 7 days. We are going to specify custom name of our document, which will be sent to our customer. It will be the name of the opportunity in the system with the suffix called agreement. Okay, one very important option here, and the checkbox, is this one, bypass draft creation. If you want to really have one-click experience, you can check this box. So document, after clicking send terms button, which we'll create soon, the document will be sent immediately to the customer without possibility to check it once again before sending. Okay, let's let's stick to the draft, to our draft option, and click next. Okay, now we can specify parties, signing parties of our document, and what we want to specify, it will be scribe user which is logged in, and delivery method is email confirmation email, and this scribe user is one of the parties. We want to add contact parties, so it will be business user, also delivered by email. It will be signing party. This view should be familiar for you from our previous session. And let's add another contact party. Let it be decision maker. And decision maker, let's say, will be notified about the signing the document after business user and scribe user. We can specify in which order they should get notifications and invitation to sign the documents, and also signing party. And now we can click next. Let's leave field mapping as it is and click save. Okay, so we just created our first process, scribe process template, and the final step is to create button. It's just by clicking this button called create button, and now we'll see pre-populated fields regarding new button in Salesforce. You don't have to do anything on your own. You have just to check the correctness of the settings and click save. Okay. Now let's go to Object Manager, because the button has been added, but it hasn't been added to the page layout. So let's refresh our website. And let's find opportunity object in our system. So we will modify the page layout, and we will show our new button. Let's click page layouts. It's right here. Let's click the assigned layout. And when we want to add a new button, we will find him here, mobile and lightning actions. Let's take send terms and drag it right here. Okay, so now we know that our button called send terms will be visible on the page layout assigned to my profile on the Salesforce opportunity page. Let's save it. Okay, so now our process template is created, our button also is created, so we can start working with process template as a business user, for example. So let's move to our sales application. You can find it in the app launcher in the left corner. Let's click sales. And just a little time to reload the website. And here we are in our sales. Let's go to the opportunities tab. Let's choose the opportunity we used last time called Role Inc. New Business. And as you can see, we have our new button just right here. So imagine the situation that you're a business user, you want to send terms and conditions to your customer, and you don't want to spend a lot of time for that. So just by clicking send terms, the document will be automatically generated, and it will show here on our screen. And now you can see that we have status draft. I'm the owner of the file, and we can see whole file right here. And to send the file to our customer, you have to click send. Okay, so now our document has been sent. So let's check our mailbox if we already received some invitation to sign the document. Let's refresh. Okay, as I can see, the document is ready to sign. Here is the invitation. Let's click go to document. Okay, so we have all text right here. Of course, we should read it before signing, but for this purpose, let's just click the green arrow, which will take us directly to the signing box assigned to my user. So let's click sign. I can give here my handwritten signature, for example, like this. And what is very useful, I can see all signing parties. So it's me, it's one of our contacts, which is business user, and Edna Frank is decision maker. And as you can see, thanks to setting order for Edna Frank with number 2, she's waiting for the signature of Thomas Jones and mine first. So after Thomas and I will sign the documents, she will receive her copy. Let's sign. And we can see that the confirmation that our document has been signed, and that's very good news for us. Let's go back to our Salesforce. Let's refresh the document page. And now we'll see updated information that the status of the document is sent. And I can also see that in the scribe document statuses, so the place where you can follow all the informations regarding opening, reading, signing, document you can find right here. So as you can see, I've already opened the invitation and I signed the document, and it will be visible in the same order for Thomas Jones, one of our contacts in the customer's company, and Edna Frank. Okay, so the document is signed. Very easy. And next step in our learning path is to get more knowledge about custom settings, about the possibilities to customize our application even more. So let's go quickly there, and we can access our configuration panel from App Launcher. We have to write scribe, and right here we will be again in the scribe application panel, and we can see that we have a scribe admin panel, scribe configuration, and so on, tabs regarding these objects. So to find custom settings, you have to go to scribe configuration, and here you will find custom setting box right here. Click custom settings, and as you can see, we have many different settings to choose by specifying yes or leaving it blank. So I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I think we can consider the most interesting one. So let's have a look on auto close opportunity. So it's very nice because let's imagine that we just sent agreement to our customer, and it will be much easier that opportunity status would be updated automatically. So to achieve this, you have just to specify yes right here, and when it's yes, after sending the agreement, our opportunity will be automatically closed with the status 1. Okay, so next interesting field is override document title right here. So if we want our document to have different name, for example, name which will be aligned with naming policies in our company, we can use something called match fields to dynamically define name of the file. So, for example, we can name the document with the name of the specific opportunity, and, for example, also account name. And the next field, which is also very important, is allow removing pages. When you allow for removing pages, your users in the Salesforce can have this possibility to edit the PDF file during the preparation of scribe template. And one of my favorite is show reject option and allow reject reason. So sometimes it happens like that our customer rejects the agreement. So we would like to know why. And by specifying here, yes, our customer will automatically get the possibility to add his comments about the reason why he or she rejected the agreement. Okay, and the last one, as I think worth a while, is show PDF download. So it's very useful when you can download your scribe document directly from Salesforce, and here you can specify yes if you want to allow your users for a download. Okay, if you want to get known more about the custom settings, you can reach me out or you can ask Nelly and we will share with you some useful documentation about the app, and you will find also explanation of each of these functionalities about the settings in that file. Okay, now let's quickly move to user management part of our webinar. So as it's very easy in Salesforce, it won't take so much time. So as you probably know, user management can be often be a complex and time-consuming process. However, not in this case, because the two-way synchronization, I already told you during the first and the second session, between Scribe and your Salesforce makes it no longer a problem, because we have this dedicated panel available here, in which system administrator can monitor the synchronization between Scribe and Salesforce. And of course, if you have some Salesforce users unregistered in Scribe, you can add them directly from this place to your Scribe. So it doesn't require any more going through the registration process again and again and again for each user. Okay, so we still have 8 minutes. So let's see one more cool functionality which from the Scribe app. When you install the application in your Salesforce, you get not only a ready eSigning solution, which is perfectly aligned with the Salesforce, but you also get something called reports and dashboards. And as reports and dashboards is standard functionality of Salesforce, but not every type of report is available there. And with Scribe, you get some new reports and dashboards regarding status of your documents, of your e-signing processes, and so on. And now I will show you this dashboard. It's available here in sales, in our sales app. So let's move again to sales from the app launcher. And let's see dashboards. Okay, so out of the box, Scribe metric dashboards display following KPIs. So thanks to these dashboards, we can monitor, for example, documents sent this month, this year. We can track average time to close in hours. For example, how much time our customers needed for signing prepared terms and conditions. As it's of course only one document now in our system, it's not so much data to track here. But what's very useful, we can see status pipeline. So we will see how many documents has been sent, how many of them are in draft status, or how many of them has been rejected or signed. And of course, we can also track our best users regarding signing documents by year or by month, as you can see on the screen. Okay, so I think that will be all for now with our live demo, and I would like to get back to Nelly.
Thank you, Michael. Okay, so again, I want to encourage you to ask questions if anything is unclear, or if you have any thoughts on this part. We will now move on to answering your questions in the last minutes. So we have one question here. I think you can still, maybe you can answer this by presenting, Michael. So Eric is wondering, after installing the application, I do not see the Scribe Documents tab or the button to create a document.
Okay, it's quite easy, and I will show you exactly how to do this step by step. It will take about minutes, so don't worry. And first of all, we have to log into our Salesforce instance and go to Setup. So let's go just right here. And now it depends on the object you want this button visible on. So probably like we already used, let's focus on opportunity. Let's choose Object Manager. Let's find opportunity. Let's click here. And let's choose Page Layouts. On Page Layouts, you have to choose the layout assigned to you. So in this case, it's Sales Layout. And here, as I already showed today, you can click, for example, here, Mobile and Lightning Actions, and you can drag this button from the list right here on your layout. If you are thinking about related lists, such as Scribe Documents, you can also find here in related lists, and for example, you can add from here these tabs to your opportunity. As we already have Scribe Documents, let's say that we would like to track on our opportunity of, as well cases regarding this business deal. So let's add cases and save. And that's all. Now you have to confirm, and it's ready. So the button now will be visible on the opportunity page. If it's still not visible, you have to check again Page Layout Assignment, and you will see if you changed the right page layout. And that's all, I think. I hope I answered your question.
Great, yes, and let us know if anything is unclear. We also have another one. I think maybe you can show this too. So it's a question regarding downloading the application. I managed to download the application, but I don't have access to its administration panel. How can I fix that?
Yes, it's very important to check if your user has access to Scribe application, and it can be done only in one way. So go to the Home tab here, enter Users, just give me a second. Okay, it's users. So we need to click right here on the list, and let's find your user. In this case, probably let's use this one, so it will be mine. And on the user setup page, you will find a checkbox called Scribe Administrator. If you will check this this box, you will have an access to all functionalities of the Scribe. And this is probably the reason why you couldn't access the Scribe.
Great. I think we are running out of time. The rest of the questions I will follow up with you guys afterwards, and we will answer them, of course. So again, we want to mention that we have recorded all 3 sessions, and by signing up to one of these, you have access to all 3 sessions, and we will send a link to all 3 after this webinar, after this last webinar. Then, of course, we want to say thank you for joining us, and we hope that this was clear and easy to follow. This is a general take on it, and if you are interested how this might look like within your organization, or if you're interested in Salesforce, we're happy to have a conversation about that, a call or a meeting, where we can talk about that and the sessions. So thanks a lot from our side. Michael, do you want to say something?
Yes, of course. I also would like to thank you as a participants for being here. I hope, even though it was quite quick presentation during these 3 weeks, you have a lot of new knowledge. And if you have still a lot of questions, probably you can reach us out on LinkedIn or our website. And of course, we will try to help you with the script, with Salesforce, and we will explain you step by step how to do this. So thank you a lot.
Thanks a lot and have a great week.
Have a great week. Bye.